Have you ever noticed how strange it feels to earn six figures and still feel financially stuck? On paper, $100,000 a year sounds like security, stability, even success. But in cities across the United States and Europe, it often feels like just enough to survive, not enough to move ahead. Let's walk through a realistic scenario. Imagine a 30-year-old professional in Chicago, London, or Berlin earning $100,000 a year, or roughly the equivalent in euros or pounds. After taxes, health insurance, and social contributions, that $100,000 quickly becomes about $68,000 to $72,000 take-home pay, depending on location. Let's call it $70,000 net. That's about $5,800 per month. Now the fixed expenses begin. Rent or mortgage in a decent area, $2,200. Utilities and internet, $250. Car payment or lease, $450. Car insurance, fuel, maintenance, another $300. Student loan payments, $400. Groceries, $600. Phone plan and subscriptions, $150. Health insurance premiums or out-of-pocket costs, $300. We're already at roughly $4,650, and that's before dinners out, travel, weddings, birthdays, clothing, gym memberships, small upgrades, or the occasional weekend getaway. Add modest lifestyle spending, maybe $800 to $1,000 per month, and suddenly you're left with $200 to $500. That's what remains from a $100,000 salary. And that's assuming nothing breaks, no medical surprises, no job disruption, no family emergency. This is where the discomfort begins, because technically this person is doing well. They worked hard, they studied, they landed a solid job, but financially they don't feel ahead. Why? The issue isn't income, it's structure. Modern middle-class life in the US and Europe is built around fixed monthly obligations. Housing markets have inflated faster than wages. Cars are increasingly financed instead of owned. Education is often debt-funded. Convenience is subscription-based. The system normalizes monthly payments. You don't buy a car, you buy a payment. You don't buy a phone, you finance a plan. You don't buy furniture, you split it into installments. None of these decisions feel extreme individually, but together they create a rigid cost structure, and rigid costs remove flexibility. Here's the quiet math most people don't calculate. If that $450 car payment runs for 5 years, that's $27,000, not including insurance and fuel. If $1,000 per month goes toward lifestyle upgrades, nicer apartment, better vacations, dining out, that's $12,000 per year. Invested at a modest 7% annual return, $12,000 per year over 10 years becomes roughly $165,000. But instead, it disappears into consumption that feels normal. This is where psychology enters. When income rises, spending tends to rise automatically. It's called lifestyle inflation. But it's not driven by greed, it's driven by identity. When you earn $100K, you unconsciously feel you should live like someone who earns $100K. Your apartment should reflect it. Your car should reflect it. Your social life should reflect it. Especially in cities where peers are doing the same. You're not competing with billionaires. You're competing with coworkers. And because everyone around you is financed, leveraged, and stretched, it feels normal. No one looks broke, but many are financially fragile. The real risk isn't overspending in a dramatic way. It's committing to fixed expenses that rise at the same speed as your income. Because if your expenses grow in parallel with your income, your wealth never compounds. You remain dependent on the next paycheck, the next raise, the next bonus. Now let's extend this 15 years forward. Two professionals both earn $100K at age 30. The first increases lifestyle with every raise. Bigger apartment, newer car, private school, upgraded vacations. Savings remain modest, investments inconsistent. By 45, they earn $150K but still feel pressure. Their lifestyle expanded with them. The second professional caps lifestyle early, keeps housing stable, drives cars longer, invests the difference consistently, maybe $1,500 per month. At 7% annually, that's roughly $470,000 in 15 years. Not flashy wealth, not private jets, but options. And options are what make people feel ahead. The difference wasn't income, it was resisting the automatic upgrade cycle. Financially intelligent people don't necessarily earn dramatically more. They think in terms of flexibility instead of status. They ask a quiet question before increasing expenses. Will this improve my life or just match my income? They understand that wealth is not visible in the early years. It's invisible. It looks like restraint. It looks like driving the same car. It looks like saying no to upgrades that everyone else says yes to. And because social comparison is loud, restraint feels uncomfortable. But falling behind often isn't about earning too little. It's about committing too much. 100K feels insufficient when 95K of it is pre-allocated before you even decide what matters. The solution isn't extreme frugality, it's structural awareness. Income matters, but cost structure matters more. When fixed expenses stay controlled, raises create freedom. When fixed expenses rise automatically, raises create maintenance. And maintenance feels like running in place. So, if earning well still feels stressful, the problem may not be your paycheck. It may be the quiet expansion of your financial obligations. Becoming aware of that shift is where real financial progress begins. If this perspective helped you see your situation more clearly, consider subscribing.
To stay updated, please subscribe by clicking this button. Just point and click. It's that simple.